This is your WCIA 3 forecast first.
We've had periods of clouds, we've had periods of a bit more sunshine, but tomorrow we're going to be looking at more in the way of some sunshine, and that's going to continue going on into the weekend. As of right now, though, temperatures, for the most part, have been kind of stuck in the middle and upper 70s across a lot of the areas, especially on the western side of our viewing area. Farther to the east, like Danville, Paris, Mattoon, Effingham, there's been more clouds there, and they've been a little bit cooler in the upper 60s. Currently, though, this is our view from Springfield on our Flowing America INET, where there's been a bit more sunshine out there. Temperatures in Springfield coming in at around 76. As we go through our forecast, we are going to be looking at more in the way of some clearing skies throughout the evening, and we're going to be looking at the chance for some hot conditions by the weekend. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 5.
We have seen the benefit of that. The number of cases have gone down significantly.
Well, good news for people across central Illinois, and now some vaccine clinics are even starting to close. Good evening, I'm McLeod Hageman.
And I'm Jennifer Roscoe. Carl is closing its site at Kohl's Plaza. Now you can get your shot at their Champaign and Urbana clinics. WCIA 3's Jared Farmer has more.
Fewer and fewer people are getting the vaccine in Champaign-Urbana. That's why the clinic at Kohl's Plaza is preparing to close. The site at Kohl's Plaza is meant to give out up to 20,000 shots to patients every day, but recently only about 100 people are showing up daily to get vaccinated. Health officials say the remaining people who haven't gotten vaccinated may still be considering if it's safe. They say if you haven't yet, you should do so as soon as possible.
I think we've seen enough evidence right now, even in our community, that it is very effective and safe. So don't wait any longer. The sooner you get it done, the sooner you can enjoy some of the more, freedoms.
And if you're still interested in getting your shot but haven't yet, the Champaign-Urbana Public Health Building is holding weekly vaccine clinics every Friday. In Champaign, I'm Jared Farmer, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
And that is not the only place. You can also get one at Carl Clinic on Curtis Road and on Windsor Road. Those walk-up clinics start on Monday, that's June 7th, from 7:30 in the morning until 3:30 in the afternoon. These pharmacies also take walk-ins. You can get your shot at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, and OSF Pharmacy. Governor Pritzker isn't giving up on coming up with ideas to get people vaccinated. This year's state budget opens the door for a lottery for those getting the vaccine. WCIA 3's Cole Henke live in our Springfield newsroom. Cole, we have seen this in other states. I've already gotten vaccinated. Could I still get into this lottery?
Well, we're not sure yet. The governor hasn't given the exact details of how something like this would work. Originally, it was found out about because it was tucked away inside the state budget. But Tuesday, the governor did announce that there would be a lottery-like system, just like we've seen in other states, and we should expect more news about this coming soon. He didn't say how much the state is going to be offering in something like this. It's just the latest in a line of plans to get more people their shots. Now, this idea comes from Ohio, where they offered $1 million every week for 5 weeks for people to get vaccinated. The number of people in the state that are getting vaccinated is flattening out this far into the process. So the state is using these gimmicks to get more people into their clinics.
The best thing that we can do, of course, to protect ourselves and our loved ones is to have as many people vaccinated as possible.
Now, the state also officially passed the shot and a beer plan that would allow bars to give free drinks to people who show their vaccine cards. Just minutes ago, actually, the governor announced that he signed this bill into law, which means it can start happening today. And you may also remember the state offering 100 free shooting targets to people in Sparta that would go to get vaccinated at their mobile vaccination site. Now, the governor also said that the state is ready to move into phase 5 starting on June 11th. That is 28 days after the state officially entered the bridge phase, which is the shortest amount of time that the state could be in that bridge phase. Phase 5 means full reopening. Jennifer.
All right, Cole, thank you so much. Here's a look at today's COVID numbers statewide. More than 41% of Illinois is fully vaccinated. More than 11.3 million shots have been given. In total, 29,000 of those were given yesterday. The daily average is 41,000 shots. The state is reporting 478 new cases. 9 more people have died. The 7-day positivity rate is down to 1.8%.
Well, President Biden has declared June a national month of action to get more people vaccinated. His administration wants to build on that momentum that's currently underway. More than half of Americans older than 18 have already received at least one dose. The president wants 70% of Americans vaccinated by July 4th. He plans to recruit faith-based leaders and celebrities in that effort.
If you get a shot this week, you can be fully vaccinated by July 4th, by the week of July the 4th. And you can celebrate Independence Day free from fear or worry.
And more than half of adults in 28 states, including Illinois, have been fully vaccinated. Meanwhile, Moderna has applied for full FDA approval for its COVID-19 vaccine. It's the second drug company to do so. Well, county fairs were one of the many things canceled by the pandemic, but starting today, one is actually making a comeback. The Macon County Fair started today and will be going on for the rest of the weekend. Now, fair officials say masks and social distancing will not be required if you've been vaccinated. They'll have a vaccine clinic there, including Friday from 10 until 2. And coming up at 6, we'll hear from those fair officials about all the fun things you'll be able to enjoy this weekend.
On a serious note, a woman and child are recovering after a car crash. It happened on County Highway 2, west of County Highway 22 in Christian County yesterday. The sheriff's office says the car lost control, flipped, landed on its wheels in a cornfield. They do believe the crash is alcohol-related, but are still investigating. A Mason County man is charged with having child pornography. Police say 25-year-old Cole Harris was distributing it on social media. Investigators started looking into the case in January. An arrest warrant was issued last week, and he turned himself in.
Here's a follow-up story tonight. Decatur Police released a list of intersections where their new license plate cameras are going to be located. It's part of a crime-fighting initiative to address gun violence in the Johns Hill neighborhood and surrounding areas. Our partners at the Herald and Review report there are 54 cameras scattered throughout the neighborhood. The city is paying $165,000 for those new cameras this year, and they'll continue to pay $150,000 every year after that. To see if your intersection made the list, you can visit our website at WCIA.com. We have an update on a fire we've been following since early this morning. The St. Joseph Fire Chief says an abandoned shed caught fire and sparked several explosions. It happened near County Roads 2350 East and 1600 North. Crews got the call around 2:30 this morning. The fire chief says that shed collapsed and spread to the abandoned home right next to it. No one was hurt. The state fire marshal is now investigating how it started.
Renaming Route 1 after one of the most famous people to come out of Vermilion County is a signature away from reality. State Representative Mike Marin introduced a bill that would designate it as Speaker Joe Cannon Highway. It's now passed the House and Senate, heads to the governor's desk. Joe Cannon was one of the longest-serving speakers of the U.S. House. He served 3 stints as a congressman between 1873 and 1923. The Congressional Office Building in Washington, D.C. is named after him. And speaking of famous people from Vermilion County, Danville's own Dick Van Dyke received the 2021 Kennedy Center Honors. Those are for artists whose achievements have made a lasting mark on American culture. The 95-year-old was actually honored 2 weeks ago, along with Garth Brooks, Debbie Allen, Midori Goto, and Joan Baez. Thanks to the pandemic, the ceremony was long delayed, but it will be aired this Sunday night right here on WCIA 3 at 7 o'clock.
Well, there could be a better option when it comes to spaying and neutering your pets, how a new contraceptive for dogs and cats would work.
Plus this.
There's a push to recall some sunscreens after new data shows they contain a chemical tied to blood cancers. I'm Elise Preston with more on the products that may be contaminated.